Well, it's official. Elon Musk is holding up his promises, and he has launched the America Party after the big, beautiful bill was passed and signed into law. He says it was just a giant waste, and it went against everything that he stood for in regards to Doge and reducing America's debt. And so he has now launched the American Party. He posted this during the week. This was saying the Uniparty, and if you look closely at that, that's a snake with two heads, saying that is the Uniparty. Yep. He also tweeted this out. Independence Day is the perfect time to ask if you want independence from the two parties. Some would say Uniparty system. Should we create the America Party? And the answer from all of the voters, over 1.2 million voters, the final results were yes, 65% saying yes, create the America Party. No, 34.6% said no. And then Elon says, all right, then by a factor of 2 to 1, you want a new political party and you shall have it. When it comes to bankrupting our country with waste and graft, we live in a one-party system, not a democracy. Today, the America Party is formed to give you back your freedom, he says. And this is what apparently the America Party is going to be focused on, reducing debt, responsible spending only, modernizing military with AI and robotics, pro-tech, accelerate to win in AI, less regulation across the board, but especially in energy, free speech, pro-natalist, centrist policies everywhere else. But yeah, centrist policy, you know what I don't see anywhere else is anything about foreign policy. But what we did see was, we're going to modernize the military. So we're going to dump more money into the military using AI and robotics. So we're going to drone. We're just going to drone the world. We're just going to threaten everybody with not even looking your enemy in the eye when you're going to kill them. We're just going to drone them. And we're going to drone their kids too. So that is modernizing the military with AI and mechanics, robotics and AI. That's what that means, is not having the spine to look your enemy in the eye and doing an actual fight the old-fashioned way. Instead, you just drone them from way above so you can really control them. But that also means pumping a ton more money into the military-industrial complex. No thanks. Not interested in that. The other thing that we're not seeing from this America Party is what happens with the wars. Tell us about this. That's what so many of us care about. We want to know about wars. And we also want to know about immigration. And Elon Musk is a big fan of the H-1B visa that undercuts American workers who are actually educated in engineering, for example. And they're competing against these H-1B visa kids from India, who these companies could bring in, pay less to, and basically treat them like slaves. Otherwise, they lose their visa. And so these workers don't complain. They do what they're told. They work like dogs. They're working way more than 40 hours a week, and they're getting paid a lot less than an American engineer, an American trained engineer. And that's what Elon Musk supports. So he supports that H-1B visa program. We're not hearing anything about any other immigration. We're also not hearing anything about war. So a lot of people, that is what we care about. We're not interested in modernizing the military with robotics and AI. We're instead interested in not having such a big military to begin with and not waging wars around the world. We would also like to know, how are we going to build America to where we can actually all get good jobs and have middle-class lives? Like, what is that going to take? And this doesn't really solve that. So if the America Party is we're just going to slash budgets, except we're going to be putting more money into, colonizing Mars and modernizing the military with AI and robotics, things that Elon Musk builds. I think a lot of people, they're not going to be interested in this. I think Elon has really lost the mark on this, and he's not actually speaking to the American people. It does absolutely resonate with the American people to slash the deficit. That resonates. But if it's, we're going to slash deficit here, but we're going to be adding money into the things that I'm really into, like Mars, space travel, AI, robots. No, I don't think anybody, just read the room, Elon. We're not interested in that. That's just another arm of the Uniparty. It's just made to look like it isn't. And I think that then kind of begs the question. I mean, is Elon doing this because he actually believes there needs to be another America Party? Or is this just another one of those ploys? Because we just witnessed this in the GOP, just like we've seen it before in the Democratic Party. They reel you in. Like, how did they just do it with the GOP? They reeled everybody in. They said, we're going to release the Epstein files. We're going to release the JFK files. No more weaponizing the DOJ. No more lying to the American people. No more endless wars. And what did we get? The exact opposite of all of that. So they reeled us all in with these promises of truth and transparency, and we're finally on your side, and we're going to give you a party that you can actually believe in and a party that works for you, the American people, only to get gaslit and for none of it to actually work for us and for us to just get more of the same, actually more of the same amplified by 10. So we're not getting any of those things. And that was a gaslighting technique. They reeled us in with the chatter they knew would resonate with us. And then once we got in there and got them into power, it was just the same, back to the same old, same old. So is that what the America Party would be? Is this one of those ploys where it's like, look, a lot of these people, they're losing faith in the Republican Party. So let's instead coalesce everybody into an America Party, split the base, right? Coalesce everybody into an American Party so they feel energized again. They feel like they're going to get out there and vote, because you really risk people not voting if they lose their stamina and their faith in the party. They could just sit at home. But if you start a new party and you re-energize them and you get them excited about something, this is what Maha was. This is what Robert F. Kennedy Jr. did. Everybody, a lot of people started following him saying, all right, a new political movement, a new party, this is going to be amazing. And people followed only for that party to get ushered and shepherded in to the Republican base. And I think that's what would happen with the America Party. It would split. People would say, all right, we're finally going to reduce the deficit. We're going to do all of these amazing things. We're really fired up about it, only for at the end for them to say, oh, but you know what? If we really actually have our own American Party, it's going to split the base. Democrats are going to have a super majority. They're going to win by a landslide because we're actually splitting the GOP vote. Yeah, you know what that means, guys? We all have to vote GOP. It's existential. We must. And they're just going to usher you right back in. And so you'll think you were part of a movement that actually mattered. You'll think you were going to make some change. When they usher you back in, you might get a few concessions from the old guard, just like Maha's gotten some concessions from the old guard. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it won't be any change. It's just another way to rile you up, to get you excited, to keep your attention in politics, and usher you right back into the fold because they think we're idiots, because kind of we are. I mean, because we keep falling for it over and over and over again. So I kind of think that's what this America Party is. I think that it's actually a way to rally the people who they might start feeling disenfranchised. And this is a way to keep the momentum with them, to keep them engaged, to keep them there, and to keep them as voters, because most people in America don't actually vote. So you don't want to lose more into that pool. You want to keep them vote. You want to keep voters. And I kind of think that might be what this America Party is. It's just another one of those tricks. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I think he's losing the plot when it comes to AI, robotics, and military. And, we're watching all these bloody wars and we just don't want anything to do with it anymore. Hey guys, thank you for watching this clip from the full Kim Iversen Show, which you could check out Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern at KimIversonShow.com. See you there.